Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Klaus. And this movie it's on Netflix, and I think that's the only way to watch it. And it came out in 2019, and it's directed by Sergio Poplo. I think that I said that correctly. And I've never seen this movie before, and it was just a movie that I've heard about once, and I heard it was good, and I checked it out, and I really enjoyed it. And what I like about this movie a lot is the animation. It looks like it's 3D, but it's actually 2D, and I like what they did there. It's very stylistic, and I think it adds to the movie a lot. It brings like a lot of energy to the film, and the structure of the story, to me, it feels very 90s. And I'm not saying it as that as a criticism. That's something that I like about it because it kind of felt refreshing to have like a 90s-ish movie. If that like a movie's a structure of a story you would see in the 90s brought into a 2019 film, and I was okay with that because I feel as though like it didn't add any forced drama. There's stakes in the movie, like it feels natural, and whenever this movie's trying to hit certain emotions, like it works, and I never had a problem with it. And there's some really great moments in this movie that really hit for me, and I enjoyed the emotions that it was trying to go for, and this movie put a smile on my face by the end of it. And I really like the characters, and our main character, the postmaster, I really enjoyed where he was going throughout the entire movie, because he just starts out as like a total lazy slob, and he's just like living off the success of his father, and all of a sudden he has to like take care of like this really horrible town. And if he doesn't deliver like 6,000 letters, then they're gonna cut him off from his family, and he has like a year to do that. And our main character meets a lot of other characters in this town, and I like the adventure that our main character goes on, and how he meets new people, and he starts to like make changes, and there's some funny jokes in the movie, and I enjoyed the humor in the film a lot, and I thought it was pretty funny at times. And I really love J.K. Simmons in this movie. I think he's really great, and I don't know who else you could get to play Klaus, and I thought J.K. Simmons did a great job. And a lot of the side characters in the movie were very memorable to me, and I can remember them right now, and they're really fun characters, and they add to the experience a lot. And those are some of my favorite movies, with side characters that add so much, with them being kind of minor to the story. And this movie is also kind of like a retelling of how Christmas came to be, and it's very similar to Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but like told from a different perspective. And instead of Santa Claus growing up, it's about a postmaster creating Christmas, and like this whole business angle added onto it, and trying to bring joy to people, and also kind of fix things up so certain things can happen. And it's interesting and engaging, and as the film progresses, you start to like our main character a lot more, because you see the changes that he's making, and I always enjoy the journey he's on. And there's a lot that I really like about this movie, and the music was good. I enjoyed it. It felt appropriate for what it was going for, and this movie does make some references to like Santa Claus, so like instead of like a horse on a sleigh, they use reindeer instead. And when they make references to like that, like oh, this is going to be traditional now, like it's kind of played off as a gag almost. And that's why it's not annoying to me, is that it doesn't serve a purpose just to get from point A to point B. It kind of coincidentally becomes a gag, and that's what I like about it. And throughout the entire movie, I was expecting any moment of drama to be really forced and just really predictable and stupid, but instead, this movie knows exactly how to handle it somehow, and it surprised me, and it caught me off guard, and it worked for me. And I'm not going to say what these moments were because I don't want to spoil anything, but there are some nice spins on certain moments of drama or like storytelling that I really enjoyed, and that's kind of what I meant about, or going back to what I meant about this movie feeling like a structure from the 90s, like an animated movie from the 90s, having that kind of similar structure. And I feel as though that's what made this movie stand out as being like a bit unique and different from what we're getting now. And sure, you could say that if this movie came out in the 90s, then it wouldn't be very original or special, but I do think there is value to this movie overall, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And check this movie out if you haven't already. I really enjoyed it. I love the characters. There were some great performances in this movie as well, and I love the directions that the story goes, and it was just a really enjoyable experience for me that put a smile on my face. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Klaus a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Klaus, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.